Hare Krishna. When Krishna was departing for Dwarka, so at that time, Kunti Maharani is offering wonderful prayers. And one of the shloka is very, very inspiring. It says, Shrinavanti gayanti grinanti abhikshnashah smaranti nandanti tavehitam janah ta eva pashyantya chirena tavakam bhava pravaho paramam padam bhujam. Very beautiful. It says, Shrinvanti gayanti grinanti abhikshnashah smaranti. So those devotees who are continuously Shrinvanti, hearing, grinanti, gayanti, smaranti. That is hearing, chanting, remembering the glorious activities of the Lord. And whenever we say activities, so naturally we have to understand name, form, qualities and pastimes of the Lord. Or Nandanti tavehitam janaha. Or by seeing others doing this, he feels pleasure, he feels joy. What happens to such a person? Taeva pashyantya chirena tavak. Without any delay, he will attain the lotus feet of the Lord. And as soon as he attains the lotus feet of the Lord, what happens? Bhava pravaho paramam padam bhujam. Completely, the entire cycle of birth and death comes to an halt. Cessation of the cycle of birth and death. That's the point. Now, 2 points are there here. There was an or in between. Part 1, Part 2. Part 1, continuously engaged in devotional service. Part 2, become very joyful when he sees other devotees continuously rendering devotional service. Either of the case, the devotee attains the mercy of the Lord. Now we have to ask this question. So which category we belong to? Part 1, Part 2. And guess what? The answer is none of them. But it's very, very important to note that as soon as we call ourselves as devotees, it's very important that we do justice to that word devotee by continuously rendering devotional service to the Lord. Every single moment, we're supposed to render devotional service to the Lord. And secondly, when we are there in this material world, we are naturally envious. When we see someone progressing, even in bhakti, when we see someone progressing, we might not feel happy. But when we continue chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we will see that our heart will be cleansed. And this enviousness will go away with time. And we start feeling joy when we see others progressing. We'll be very, very happy. We'll glorify the person. We'll appreciate the person. This is a very, very important Vaishnava quality that emerges with time, that takes birth with time in our heart. Therefore, today when we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we can analyze for ourselves, where do we stand? Do I really stand in that position where I am ready to glorify and become very joyful when others are progressing in bhakti, or I feel envious? What is my current situation? Am I continuously able to render devotional service the entire day? What is my current situation? So let's ask these questions to ourselves and intensely offer prayers to the Lord that, oh Lord, please help me. My situation is really very critical. And only by your mercy, a fallen soul like me can be delivered. Otherwise, there is no hope. Please help me. So with this mood, with this humble prayers, let's begin our chanting. Hare Krishna.